I would have liked the rap album, but I'm not against his album. I do want to write to it though. I do want to write to it. I just got to get in the mindset. It's gonna have to come after this next week because I just can't focus. All right, y'all.
I've been writing haikus, which I said I'll never do.
Huh?
I've been writing haikus, and I told myself I'll never do a haiku.
All right, y'all. Hello. Thank you to Hump Day Features with your host with the most, Shockie G, your favorite poet, and you don't even know it. Today, we're doing an open mic, so all of you out there in Facebook land, come on in, hit the link. You know how to get here. Come spit some poems. We got Priceless in the house today, aka Black Noise, aka author of the self-titled debut Priceless. Dreams are worth its weight in time. You're missing out if you don't have this book. Okay. 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 He's gonna start us off with a poem, just give us a little taste of what he does, and then we're gonna jump into our open mic list.
Me and love fight like cats and pit bulls all the way to the death. A career-ending injury at odds in disarray. Determined dragons drawing ditches in the sand, spitting fire, bellies full of calamitous confusion, chaotic cicadas instead of butterflies, but beauty is in believing both of us will wave bleeding hearts in surrender and call a truce to this battle of conditions. I have the propensity of offering up my heart to guillotines and praying the rope holding the blade is indestructible. I can't with all of it. Believe love, chivalry, and romance are dead just because I've died multiple times. And suicide bombing away from 17 versions of you to be or not to be is past having condolences for forevers. I guess in biblical terms, I am. We'll be proud of this long suffering. You see, we be fencing. Butt naked on thin line, wounds never heal before we open. Revealing rhythmic rants and rhetoric released in vibrations only orators can feel. You see, it's levels to this madness. A loaded gun and layered straight jacket of joyful grief and serendipity skipping stones on Red Sea right before it opens, naming each line in the ripple of past lovers' name. Into breaking commandment tablets in rebellion. You see, love is an undiagnosed schizophrenic, but it be my voice in her head. Chinese torture until she gives up that unconditional I heard about. I must be insane to keep letting that Trojan trick me. She only changes the beast she comes in, pouring out as a patient, crowded nightmare with no face, just kind enough to turn from future wife to another notch on my belt, stain on my sheets, a ticked over lamp, rejoicing with the truth of always eluding me. You see, love has got me pinned up against this line so hard it's starting to disappear. Hate, but I won't give up. Regardless of pain, love be gorgeous, ugly, sacrifice, giving up a kidney, mangled body of slave after fighting back, holes in hands and feet, adorned with pierced side, beautifully ugly, a sanctified hell slowly howling hope, and a silver half holy moon while shooting stars scream healing hallelujahs to sick Holy Spirits giving praise back to love. You see, real love is willing to let go so growth can occur. A young boy met head on by love, wrapped in caramel girl with pretty eyes, met seemingly fatal heartbreak. Played hide and go get it to forget the sound his heart made, and that and many other encounters would cause ventricle shatter. This will make man drown out teachings of monogamy, manifesting whoremongering mantras, manipulating, misuse women to be placed on mantles, making sure they never shine this. And then he had daughters. The war would never end.
Come on now. Kidding me? Tell you, I know we don't we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but we celebrate giving thanks, and we celebrate anything that has food, right? So I gotta say I'm thankful for this guy, and not only coming on the show, but just being a great person. That was fire. Um, oh, we got somebody else coming in. So yeah, that's what we got going on in here tonight. So get in here. Y'all can read some poems, and we're gonna get a little bit more Priceless, doing what he does best. Okay, what he's great at. Okay. So I got my list started here. Janaya was the first one on the list. So we're gonna let her start. You got 5 minutes, two pieces, whichever comes first. Henry, if you want on the list, let me know and I'll put you on.
Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, for the ones that don't know me, I am Janaya, aka Janaya on Fire. And what one of the pieces I brought today is trying to get through what I've been through. All I want to do is smile and be happy while I'm trying to get through what I've been through. No, life isn't promised, but it's okay. But it's not supposed to feel like you want to leave this world, too. You're supposed to want to know. You're supposed to show them you're doing a good job, just like they know you for. My pain is suffering from losing my loved ones, and I'm back to the color red, that happy light, money green. I can't find my pain inside anymore, like I have been doing. I'm going to cry and let it out of the pain I have inside me, so I can be happy and feel joyful and get back to the person I'm meant to be. When it's my time to get through what I'm going through, I will feel like a blossom fire and no more broken tree branches. Fight the pain and cry it out and stop trying to get through what I've been through. You have no reason to feel this pain you have inside your heart. Peace.
That was nice, Janaya, man. I really appreciate that piece. You hear me?
Of course, anytime. Thank you for sending me the link. And one of the other ones that I brought is from the workshop that Black Noise had done with. I'm still working on a little bit, but I wanted to share it. So here you go. Sad tears, but happy joy. I'm dealing with sad tears, but happy joy. The reason is that I'm still alive today, and I'm blessed to be here. Knowing that the holidays are coming up, it's painful that my grandparents are not alive. Depression and suicidal thoughts. God had a reason. I'm blessed to be blessed, and I'm here today. It's nothing like a joyful day of Thanksgiving without a family. The feeling is hurtful and traumatized, but I'm thankful to be here and not where I want to be on this upcoming holiday. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janaya.
And my condolences. Hopefully you get to get around, friends for the holidays. I know what that's like to just, I'm estranged from my family, so I get that. This time of year is definitely rough, so just know we're thinking about you.
I appreciate it. And once again, Black, thank you for sending me the link and can't wait to knowing you more.
Thank you. All right, up next we got Generalissimo, Brian Franco.
Well, thank you very much, my little niece. How are you doing today? Oh, she's smiling. I love it. She's smiling. Okay. I'll do two poems. Um, hold on. That's not the right thing. Here we go. The first is called Over and Over. This is what I think. Whenever I start to think about anything, I tend to overthink. Of course, overthinking about anything tends to be a dangerous thing. When I overthink, I tend to think too much, which can lead to over-exaggerating, overindulging, or overstepping, which can lead to stepping over what I needed to accomplish or solve or find or remember. And as a result of all the overthinking, I lose my train of thought as to what I was thinking about, which will lead to thinking about trying to remember what I was thinking about in the first place, which will lead to more overthinking. And the next piece is called Why My Life is an Endless Loop of Cliches. As a chronically clumsy individual, it is not uncommon for me to find myself stumbling over my words, ending up with my face flat on the floor from simply misspeaking. And whilst I lay there in phantom paralysis, my words are running around in circles like chickens with their heads cut off, creating havoc in my life. Sometimes they run and run till they tire themselves out, but there are times it's like they've used themselves with Lance Armstrong steroids to turn my life into a Tour de France downhill leg, causing me to tumble, crashing against anyone close to my path of least resistance, resulting in a most messy domino effect situation that ends up like a tangled pile of spaghetti that must be carefully cut in several different places to untangle the tangled web I wove in order for me to find any semblance of order, to find a way for me to find the right words to right a wrong that didn't have to happen. If only I happened to think before I spoke. Thank you.
Nice, man. Really dope.
All right, well,
Absolutely.
that means a lot coming from you, Mr. Noise.
Cliche. Cliche.
Hey, if it's cliche, it means it must have been a popular thing at one point. So how can it? Why can't it continue being good?
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny is today I was reading through Rudy Francisco's new book, and he has like a blurb about that. Like people say things are cliche, but it's a poet's job to take the relative, like the relatable, and turn it into poetry. So like it don't matter if it's cliche and you write about it. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was kind of dope.
Yeah, I have a poem about people telling me things are contrived or cliche. So I should try to find that. I don't know what it's titled, but
All right. All right. Henry, you wanna go? You got two pieces or up to 5 minutes.
Yes. Hold on. What's up with this? Okay. Trying to get my video working, but it's not. That's weird. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to read without video. How's everybody doing tonight? I checked Facebook and boom, I've got a message on Messenger. I said, yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. Yeah.
This poem is titled Mississippi River, the Baptism. It's from my book, Black Skillet Blues Poetry. No. It's from my book, Run Into Blackness, Feeling My Poetic Gumbo. And you ever hear of bibliomancy? Where people would use like divination. And sometimes I'll have a book and I'll just open it. And this poem opened it up to it. So I said, there's a reason for me to read this. So that's what I'm gonna read to you. The Mississippi River isn't muddy and flowing brown, but bloody, with memories and a stain and a stench past each generation with each flush and bow movement. Still we wipe our butts without cleaning the black hole where all things are lost behind the scenes, making all murders, let's say slayings of little black children, drug or gang related. No one wants to go near that hole where manure spreads itself across the eyes of lost corn to smother Kwanzaa and turn Karinga's dreams into nightmares, drenched into commercial passions which began flowing from Martin's bloody neck. Now only an enema, that deep coffee one that to wake us up will save us, provide some relief from all the oops, ain't no cussing in her house. We're told and made to believe, stop, listen. As Delta blues, music pushing against the shore, I still hear the water splashing as my preacher walks through the stream, holding little Jerome in his arms, whose body is stiff by the cold currents and wiggling catfish. Soon both will be baptized, one in water and the other in cornmeal. Pastor prays hard, wanting to walk on the water's surface and break Jesus' reflection into small white pieces of communion bread. Still, Miss Mattie loves her pastor. You know, he knows Christ and with Martin from way back and will still get her into heaven after her 22 years of twisting the faces of strangers for a shot of gin and a 20. She loved Pastor before he became saved, heard his screams before they were praises, and saw him rise in the world in his Cadillac bubble mirror where things look bigger and closer than they appear. But she made him feel like a full man. Now he visits her after service, stops by to pray about the past, drives in that same long ride, stained by greasy chicken bones from Sunday dinners and peach cobbler. Dropped between the seats, those large bones know the truth about how sweet peaches came and went many times in the back seat, then kept quiet. She was a pretty young thing who was bused to Texas suddenly to live with her big mama. Maddie lived alone and lonely. Pastor's visits were still brief but proud. He'd leave her after he shouted, "Oh, oh, God," then froze in silence. Prayer session over. Maddie gets to go to heaven after loving the pastor and feeding him with her flesh and remembrance wine, which left a stain she couldn't shout out. The stench of their river became a holy perfume, and oil once used to cook all that fish and cover Maddie's dry skin, scenting the filth of shame. Jerome's face had rainbows that glistened on him as the pastor brought him up. His mama shouted and cried. Mud and sin slid off his white clothes. Maddie caught the ripples of hope and drank and drank and drank, becoming drunk on a new gin. She only gave her soul. She only gave her body, but not her soul. Instead of tears, she smiled, seeing her face in the currents of something beautiful, just like that Mississippi River. Thank you.
Beautiful.
That was deep. Did you have another one or? Can you hear me? You're muted.
There we go. Yeah, I have another. My people. Once I knew what to defend, fighting now only in the wind, regardless which way it blows, tearing eyes so tired and shows looking for answers instead of empty hope. Paranoid delusions mimic old dope, confusing images and a lucid dream, too real to deal with. Just want to scream, clutching the sheets at night. I'm the child thrown in fright, marbled black genocide. Is this my fate? And just shut my eyes to end the hate.
Thank you for blessing us with those pieces. Those were great. We did make it through our list. Since our list was short, I'll read two pieces if you guys are okay. I don't normally read at my open mics, but just to kill some time here.
Let's go, Shockie!
Did you want to read, Marissa?
Oh no. I'm just in the kitchen like, no, it's a mess.
So I'm gonna do one that I wrote yesterday and then one that I'm trying to memorize to see if I can get through it. So this one is called Like It Used to. Anyone else notice how money don't quite money like it used to? How a dollar bill feel more like food stamp than banknote, burning holes in already ripped pockets? Got nothing left to give. Anyone else been working and working and no time for playing, been scheming on a come up that ain't came yet, scratching lotto tickets like fiends do skin. Guess we all got pipe dreams. Spend a paycheck faster than you make it, spend the money before it come, rob Peter to pay Paul, then rob Paul when he ain't looking. Anyone else got hoes calling their phone? Not women. I'm talking Sally Mae, Nelnet, these student loans, it's crazy. They sell you a dream that goes away when you open your eyes. These dreams don't career like they used to. I'm sorry, yeah, these jobs don't career like they used to, don't promotion for your hard work like they used to, but still good old boy club the same way, still nepotism like always. Anyone else get less groceries for more money with the same old stomach, hungry don't hungry like it used to. Anyone else making pennies while the CEO makes millions. They don't carry whips no more, just leave you strapped for cash. I'm telling you, America don't slavery like it used to. But it's still capitalism like false hope, still bootstrapped like we ain't barefoot, still murder and weapons, still school to prison like it used to. Anybody else just take it, understand the struggle, just work, don't protest like we're used to. So there's that one. And this one I'm trying to memorize. I'm trying to think. Uh, there's a few of them. I'm gonna try to do the tooth one. Recently, I learned that teeth are the only part of the body that cannot heal itself. And I hate that because I've always thought my family was a set of teeth. My mother, sorry, I always thought my family was a set of teeth. We've been building dental records instead of family trees. My mother was a wisdom tooth. Never quite fit in. The way she took up space. Damn it. The pain I felt when she took up space, I never realized she was only trying to grow until God plucked her from the gums of my family's smile, leaving empty space. Teeth shifting to make up for the gaps. My family bracing on to a memory to hold itself together. At night, I feel us grinding against each other, swallowing blood that tastes a lot like pride, biting our tongues as if apologies would fall out if we open our mouths. Lost nonstop, lost nonstop. Everything leaves a stain on our ivory relationship. I try to brush it off, but I've learned if you ignore it, it just gets worse. Grief is a cavity we can't seem to get rid of, no cap. When I was younger, I tied myself to a doorknob, slammed it shut, and tried to remove myself. I've been wondering if God is really a tooth fairy, surrounding himself with all the lost teeth, calls it heaven. It's crazy. When your bloodline is a swollen gum line, all you can do is watch it go down the drain. I haven't spoken to my sister in years, and I'm afraid if teeth don't heal, then we will forever be two molars on the opposite side of a mouth afraid to say, I love you. My family ain't never been a good set of teeth. We just been good at shining like veneers while dull and rotting underneath. So we've been making dental records instead of family trees. So we have a way to be identified after we're gone. But the problem is, we ain't been healing much while we're still here. Ah, yeah, I got to keep working on that. I thought that. All right. All right. So now we are going to get to our feature, Priceless Black, aka Black Noise. Gonna give us about 15 minutes. Y'all are in for a treat, man. Y'all not ready. I'm telling you. And if you ain't got this book, definitely go get his book. You can get it on Amazon. And if not, throw him some cash. It's Thanksgiving. It's the holidays. So throw him enough to get some coffee or something tomorrow before you got to deal with his family. He'll put his Cash App in the link or in the chat, and I'm gonna shut up and let him do his thing.
Hey y'all, like she said, my name is Priceless Black, Black Noise, whichever you want to call. Um, I'm just grateful that if you decide to call me. It's around the holiday season, so I chose this time to talk about family. So here goes. I don't do too many disclaimers. Sounds of Stephanie Mills and Anita Baker serenading over vacuum bass, dishwashing cymbals, and the rhythmic pattern of a broom snare. Saturdays, right after DuckTales, before moms rounded up the troops, cracking windows to let in fresh air, and after the house was clean, came the promise of a meal that was sure to give you the itis. 4 walls of sunshine, but you bet not be tempted to step out of line. I miss those days. Days most of us ran from, trying to be more adult than our bodies could handle. Normally sounds like I can't wait until I'm 18 or when I grow up, whatever our juvenile mouths would spew. Not knowing how adulting life could be. The bills, the kids, the work, relationships demand on a daily. I thought I had it all figured out. Didn't know dreams had to be fed too, and just might take the rest of your life to accomplish the heartbreak that comes with fast girls. Dear mom, sometimes I wonder how tight you held your hands together while praying for me. How it felt when I had the nerve not to come home, how many tears it took to get me to where I am, and if you believed I would really go to the moon and come back to your teaching, I can't count the number of times you would give me that mama look, asking myself, if the inside of your lip was raw from what seemed like you trying to chew away disappointment, I would ignore the severity in your stare. It would take more hands than I've ever seen to count how many times you told me as I was leaving, take God with you, but didn't have the sense enough to stuff your smile deep into my pockets. I would laugh then, but blessings and headaches later, I know that you meant, I know what you meant when you said, don't take pussy handed to you on a platter. You see, that just goes to show how real you've always been and always will be. I often wonder how strong your back is. Hands must be made from diamonds, mine too set on God's will to worry, feet planted firmly in faith. Your strength never ceases to amaze me. Splenetic aneurysm couldn't stop you from raising me. My father's demons must have finally given up trying to tank the woman you are, couldn't break your spirit or attach themselves to who you always wanted me and my brother to be. I appreciate you never speaking a bad word about him, giving my imagination in his absence time to get acquainted with what real life situations do to a man and woman. I can hear your voice singing in perfect soprano over dishes and fresh washed linen. See the angelic movement of your hands as you crochet. I appreciate you. And if I've never told you, I apologize for pushing to become a black sheep. I love you to the moon and back.
Behave.
And that piece is in Priceless. And I wanted to do one for my daughter. If I can find it, this is crazy. I thought I had everything set up the way I needed to, the way I needed to. Here it is. So I don't know, like it's parents in the room, and the fear a child can give you is something else. They can scare the shit out of you sometimes, right? And when my daughter was born, she was so excited to get here that and her mother was under so much stress that she ended up having a bowel movement in the womb. So she like ingested a little bit of it, like just screaming before she even got popped or like hit on the button or anything. Like just came in talking, right? So after that, I couldn't write for a while because we were in the ICU, and I was able to come out with this. Dear Erica Rose, it's Daddy. So read carefully. Life doesn't always start out as planned. Sometimes it begins with face masks, scalpels, clamps, the possibility of not making it lingering in your lungs and pins. So hot, they cauterize wounds as soon as inflicted, writing words of wisdom and strength on the womb you were once dependent on to say farewell. Do well. Be well. Live out loud with limitless love. Life is a compilation of perfectly composed music notes, and baby, you are its best tunes. So sing with all your might in the heavenly pitch you were made in while humming the melody of your purpose. Life isn't meant to be sung on the surface, it is to be belted from the trenches of your heart. And yes, you will get dirty, sometimes overwhelmingly filthy. Make mistakes and come in contact with more than one devil. When they throw their worst at you, don't buckle. Shout the prayers and pray, shout the praise and prayers written on your soul before Elohim blessed me with you. Remember, don't swallow the Makoni, meaning don't take no shit. You have greatness in the pit of your stomach. When you can't seem to get it up past your throat, channel it elsewhere, creating worlds of dreams from the tips of your fingers, writing your destiny in vivid colors of truth, having the gumption to spread peace, reaching into almost separating your shoulder to grab that mother of pearl and gold ring your ancestors left so you wouldn't forget how priceless your bloodline is. You were made from the rarest ore, mixed with the most precious stones, strong fiber of my being, all the elements it takes to make dreams come true, pure, untainted, fist thrown high, painted in black leather glove, sweetest brown sugar pride, chocolate eyes to pierce souls and affect lives. I'm writing you this to let you know they won't be ready when you arrive, won't be able to understand why your deep melanin holds so much power. You won't take no for an answer. You will create instead of slaves. So, baby, they will mock and tease, try and make you believe you aren't good enough, try and force you into a box, tell you it's better to follow the beat of their drum instead of the many your coils make. When they bounce, they will laugh. When you sing as if E sharp is molded to your teeth, dancing to success when they expect you to climb. They won't be ready for your strength, your resilience, your talent, but you dust yourself off. Stand strong, head held high, beautiful smile on your face, back straight, eyes filled with determined fire, pumping your fists like a song, wielding your pen like Gwendolyn Brooks, and let them know with your actions, you are a queen. How much time I got left?
That's cute. You think I paid attention. I don't know. Just go.
Cool, cool. Uh, this piece is called Braille. I have lost my sight. Hearing leaped from my body as if my ears were on fire. Fell to my shoulders. Slid down arms to find safety in fingertips, helping me realize. Listening to words, seeing how they wrap around the scent of sunlight takes more senses than we pay attention to. More patience than we ever show, more faith than we ever act on. Seeing birds fly, flowers bloom, and the first heavy drop of rain before it storms is more gift than most would be willing to admit. Hearing the whistle of cool autumn breezes are more than vibrations speeding gases make. If you feel closely, you can hear God's purpose for you. Conducting a string quartet dedicated to your dreams. This revelation engulfed every word I have ever written. On every notebook page, receipt, bus transfer, and brown paper bag, I saw fit to hold them so I could feel, hearing, see, feeling, speak in colors of aura, joining in on exclusive conversations between moonlight and oceans. Tide be in us, power of word raising from under skin, leaving cryptic message on bone and spirit. Only if I hug myself would I be able to see alphabetic lesions, adding more pigment to this palette of willing lines. Eyes and ears will not work on the same wave it takes the heart to beat, water to flow, or grass and trees to maintain their growth. They aren't needed when you know the map to everlasting is hidden within binary codes. Goosebumps form from our beginning. Embedded in nervous systems, speaking to each other through electrical synapses are angels, waiting for us to listen, to let go, so they can help us use our new fingers. Learn to adapt to these new senses. Live life beyond all impossibilities. To see with everyday eyes just isn't enough. To hear with earthly drums won't get you any closer to seeing life's pulse speak volumes and raise universal equations. Feeling the deep bellowing laughter of these mountains is the beginning of making them tremble and move in your presence. Carrying the weight of the world while dancing on quicksand is easy. And when you find out your very being is made from heaven's gates, life is much easier lived when felt.
All
So,
right.
where I'm at, let me see. Let me see. No. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. Are there any questions you would like to ask me? Anything at all while I find this poem? I'm an open book.
Favorite color?
Hmm?
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Royalty. I see you. I see you. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Your first poem was about your mother. Is your mother still around?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. We don't see each other much, but yeah, she's all right now.
You gonna make her cook some mac and cheese tomorrow?
No, I'm actually doing all the cooking. I'm actually doing all the cooking, and I told Prada the other day that I think I might hide.
Henry said, "Is there anyone else in your family who writes poetry?"
If they do, I don't know. Well, no, that's a lie. My auntie, my mother's sister, yeah, she writes. She writes. She definitely writes. And what's crazy is I've never she's always said that, and she has a million notebooks, but I've never heard any one of them ever. Indeed. Okay, so where is this dang on poem. Let's get. I really want you guys to hear it. I promise you, I do. All right. It's an anomaly. How numbers this country uses makes us question the sane. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Spending a lifetime learning things you'll have to unlearn, feeling the pain of betrayal lies leave after being purged from our minds. Tales of equal, of free, of anything attached to the talons of an eagle lies in sentence. No truth in math when 12.1% of the population makes up 37% of the prison system, realizing the drug they're going to war on is you. It's a gut punch. Watching melanin just like yours smuggled legally 174 bricks teas at a time, resold on market in 318-gram bricks, valued higher than gold, but are told we don't equate to shit while being cooked in classrooms, prepared for transport demand, so how we don't get the chance to dry behind our ears. So are sold as wet weight, not blue, but orange magic, black tar, private prison reserve, pure fish scale reflecting guard lights. Math only counts down after blue round ups. Nothing I've learned matters in a country where counting is done using other people's fingers and toes. Might say numbers are just numbers. I say not when they've been replaced with bodies. Life doesn't add up to what it should when souls are being reduced to stains on petri dishes and lines in poet pages, leaving children to become dead weight on statistic reports. In exponential growth, common sense deducted from society in quarterly fashion. The business of this land is death. So I guess you might say we are operating in the black. Blood sport plus nightly news is great for top 1%'s revenue, marking down our hue with an increase in gun violence, dirty water, and a spike in food prices. Sounds like antiquated plantation arithmetic, no compromise, poverty, red lines, centuries of a lopsided fight, a backwards word problem in which they try figuring out if a pickup truck is traveling on asphalt road in Jasper, Texas, how fast must it go before limbs are scattered and torso is all that remains? It's all in the jive as they shook us from our babies, 30 at a time, under the thumb of a dope man dead set on eradicating our stars by the busloads. Too many missing variables in the cases of our Amber daughters. All the alerts, hashtags, t-shirts, protest signs, names, all the names, all the names to remember. It's a gut punch. Learning you're only valued as a bead on an abacus. I know what it is to unlearn and the pain that comes with being born dope.
Yeah, I don't know if that poem is done, but it's definitely dope.
Funny. All right, and I'll leave you guys with this one. Any boxing fans? Boxing fans. All right, so you're gonna get this work.
We got
Henry.
some knockouts
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, let's get into it then, Henry. How many times have we watched a mother pat her son on the head before sending him to a bout? Building boy confidence, calling him pretty, cheering as he floors his way to the ring, prays over his gloves, says swing, swing for the stars, jab, jab until you can see an opening, an opportunity, a fair shot. Stay on your toes, pin down, keep your spirits up. Don't let them steal your joy, boy. You better bob and weave. The gun line starts where grass meets sidewalk. Finish the round strong. Without rounds in you, please make it home. If a black man gets kneeled on this canvas, and all you see is black, is it his fault? Is he heard? Or does justice continue to sit ringside wearing skin coat bought from selling tombstones? Queensberry, American Dream rules don't allow fair. This drops its guard when sidestepped correctly, but most times, counterpunching will leave your bill cracked, make you more empty-shelled than Balboa, unbalanced, in a country whose fighting style is more Tyson than Ali. Watch your ears and what you listen to. The ring girl is blind and French. She won't speak your language and will tip her scales in their favor. Don't let the lies beat you sluggish. It'll take a lifetime of training to go round for round in a slugfest against this slew-footed, pigeon-toed southpaw with a moonshine left hand. Most mornings, you'll need smelling salts to wake up from the fight before. We'll have to hire a cut man to stuff prayers where allegiance leaves avulsions, putting a cold stop on the black-eyed cheap shooting leaves on all culture. No one told us the First Amendment ain't for us. Using it might get you canceled. KO'd, hands taped, and steel bracelets. No wonder why every black child is born with black trunks. Gotta out everlast, left cross combos out the womb. Wonder if Jack Johnson knew we would still be sparring. Monkey references might be why he dated all those white women, so he could yell eyes the pappy at the weigh-in, his form of a low blow, some get back for his invention being reduced to primates. Funny how this International Bigotry Federation makes us use 12 ounce while they stay bare knuckle. Just look at all these sugar rays robbed of their sun, their light choked until becoming streaming fruit, viral reels foxed into being rabbit punched out of their weight class, head butted into eminent domain. Rather us be lightweight, feather in the ass, punch drunk, slipping Mickeys into our boxing shoes in the locker room, making it harder to unify belts, easier to push us up against the ropes. Outlawed the rope-a-dope, now call it resisting. Sickening how happened Bob Roy's a chance to speed bag all bodies, sending spirits aerial at our trauma's expense, only to Marciano themselves a furied blue hero. You see, this is America, where they say pat to the anthem, with heart beating like a riot, patriot against your rights. Place your hand over your heart, even if it's broken, and they may let you weather the storm through these undefeated hurricanes. Get your footwork together. Ain't no compromise when they show how our 3/5 is only fit for heavy bags and jump ropes, how adding a 13th round makes us more slave than champion. Where is revolution? You bet not throw in the towel. I know he won't be televised, but I'm here for the main event. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you, definitely.
And that one had so many bars in it. I thought I was in jail. That was funny. Yeah, unmute your mics and give it up for Priceless, Black Noise. Don't be scared. Let that man know what he did.
Thank you.
Woo! Yeah.
Gotta use my feet to clap too.
Oh man, that's dope.
That was
Priceless. What drives you? What makes you pick up your pen every day and write?
I sat down and I was thinking about this earlier, today, as a matter of fact. And I always say, which is the truth, that I want to get better. Better. I want a Pulitzer, man. I need one of them. That's just a goal of mine. That's what I'm pushing for right now. It might be something later. After I get it, it probably will be. After I get it, I got goals. I'm pushing it. My goals push me to pick up my pen every day. Whether it's the Pulitzer or whether it's being the poet laureate or whatever state I end up in, or um, just being able to also when I write, I want you to see everything that I'm saying. I want it to feel like a movie if you close your eyes and really try to envision everything that I'm saying. So I need it to be in sequence. Um yeah, so yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Right, right. I mean, you could do it. You could do it. You're gonna do it. You know,
Indeed.
If Kendrick can get a Pulitzer, Black Noise can get a Pulitzer, right?
That big,
um,
even though he dope though.
no, I wasn't saying he wasn't, but you're both dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, what advice would you give to any new writers out there?
Take all the advice possible. Take all the advice possible.
But you got to filter it, right? You got to filter it.
You definitely have to filter it, but if you got it all in your hand, you know what to filter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because as a brand new writer, you never know exactly what your process is going to look like. You haven't even thought about a process as a brand new writer. Um, you don't even know what style you have, or if you are ever going to develop a style. You know, so I mean, if you got all the tricks of the trade in the bag, even the horrible advice, then eventually you'll be able to weed out what you don't need. So take it all.
All right. Dropping bars and gems. Priceless Black. Thank you very much. Again, if you will put your Cash App in the chat, maybe one of our fine people in the open mic or on Facebook can bless the Cash App. Happy holidays. Erica, you came in late. Want to share a piece?
No, um, I'm feeling some kind of way today, but I appreciate you guys. You gave me a beautiful distraction. Um,
Uh,
yeah, I just don't understand why I'm not supposed to go anywhere.
I didn't see that.
It's like my car keep getting attacked, and then they tell me I have to have a battery. That the battery is the original factory battery that normally lasts no more than 5 years, and it's already been 5 years. And even if I got a jump start, I could get stuck somewhere again, like I did last night. I was supposed to go out of state tomorrow and join my sister and my stepfather, and I can't go nowhere because I haven't purchased a battery. They want to charge anywhere from $250 to $400 for a battery. I'm like, this is getting on my nerves. I'm tired of I've called AutoZone. I looked up Advanced Auto, O'Reilly's, even Walmart. But Walmart TLE is closed now. Because when I looked online, it looked like Walmart had it for the lowest, but I can't get nobody on the phone. I'm like, I'm not spending. I refuse. I'm trying to be patient and just wait until Friday. And then I'll hit up Walmart. And if they don't have it, then I guess I'm gonna have to spend over $200 on a freaking battery. That is my piece tonight, people. I'm ranting because I'm close to tears. Actually, I did cry a little bit. I'm getting emotional. I'm a female. I'm going through menopause. I'm just tired. I'm tired. It's just BS. Every
ain't nothing
time
wrong with that.
you turn around, there's something wrong. For those new to me, I got hit twice, once in September, once in October, and then in between that, I was hospitalized. So I'm like, what the hell is going on, Lord? Like, why every couple of weeks there is something new? And I'm trying to be cheerful and count my blessings and not trip. I do have my son. I got plenty of food in this apartment. We will not starve. We just won't get to go nowhere.
Right.
I hear
Did
you.
you try? Did you try to call the Walmart and then get them to deliver it? Walmart will deliver you a battery.
Well, this is the thing too. I had to work today until 7 p.m.
Mm.
I gotta work Friday and I gotta work Saturday. I'm off
Okay.
tomorrow. And of course, it's one of those positions where I think you gotta work the day before to get the
Yep.
holiday pay.
Yeah.
Because I'm off on Saturdays normally anyway, and I'm working Saturday for a few hours because the struggle is absolutely real out here in these streets.
Mhm.
So I'm like, my God, I try to make a little extra money and it's gonna leave me by way of battery. You know, I'm like, this is just really frustrating. Every time I think I'm getting a little bit ahead to where, I'm good, there's something else.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Is where you're going really far? Because you could just not turn your car off till you get there.
It's a little more than 3 hours if I drive straight to his house. My stepfather, if I go to my sisters in Charlotte, it's less than 2. But I'm like, do I really want to go through all this? And then I have to cook something because she's cooking most of this food, and I don't want nobody saying nothing to me about, well, you didn't bring anything. So I'm like, you know what? I will stay my butt home. I already got some turkey cooked. I've cooked chicken. I got some sweet potatoes in here I can do something with. I'm like, we will not starve. I got movies, Hulu. I asked my son, are you going to be upset if we don't go anywhere? He hesitated. And then he was like, nah, not really. I said, okay. He's 17. So I'm like, he just goes in the room anyway. He's, with his peers on the phone, cutting up, whatever. So I'm like, I'm just trying to figure this out here, or maybe I'm not supposed to figure it out. I'm like, why is it I can't go nowhere? What is
It may be better that you're home, you never know what, you know, the universe or God or whatever you refer to it
yeah,
as.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that, you know?
Hey,
But
Erica, did you
yes.
see what I sent in the chat? Because AutoZone, I mean, they're in the business to make money. Your battery might just be low on water. If it's not a solid sealed battery, you can open that up, check the water levels, because I've been through that and was having a problem. You put you some distilled water in there, you spend $1.50 at most for that gallon of distilled water. You pour it in there and then restart your car. If your battery's not completely dead, it will come back. But they go sell your battery.
Well, this is
But
the
I
thing.
would try the distilled
Okay,
water first and see.
Mr. Jones, is it Mr. Jones I'm speaking to?
No, it's Henry.
No, this is the reason I'm avoiding saying your name. My
Okay.
ex-husband name is Henry,
Oh, okay. Well,
and
it's
I
Mr.
don't
Jones.
like
It's
him.
Mr.
It's not your
Jones.
fault.
It's
It's not
Mr.
your.
It's Brother Jones, Mr. Jones. Then okay.
Yeah, yeah. I want to like you, so
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's not your fault that
Okay.
he's a narcissist.
Oh my
Um,
God.
Okay, that's why I said Mr. Jones.
Okay. I
My
accept that.
uncle, I just wanted to let you know, my uncle works for NTB, and he normally, hooks me up, looks out for me, and he told me, I believe him. He told me the truth. He's like, this is gonna keep happening. He was like, you get charged because see, I got stranded last night when I picked up my son. Went to turn the car off to wait for pizza to be ready from Little Caesars because he wanted something before we got back to my place and could not start the car. And we sat there for over an hour. And then I got a rude young man who happened to be a person of color that act like he just don't like his job. He can't stand nobody, whatever. Had no bedside manner, no customer service. He just charged my car less than 60 seconds. He hooked something up to it, said it was done, walked away. I said I could do a survey and complain, but I don't know what kind of day he's having. I don't know if somebody pissed in his cornflakes. I don't know. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give him a mercy. and I'm not gonna say anything. Just take my tail home, me and my son, because I got visitation with him this weekend. So, and I tested the car to make sure it would start again, so it could get me to NTB, on my lunch break. And my uncle was like, "This is gonna happen again." They did some kind of diagnostic or something on the battery, and it's like it's not up to par. He said it has been 5 years. You got the original factory battery on it, and it's a 2018. So I'm like, it's always something. But I appreciate your input. I may even screenshot what you said and think about that. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna stay my butt still. I'm like, there's a reason that I'm not supposed to go anywhere. I don't know what it is.
COVID.
I got alcohol in the house too. I don't know if I'm gonna drink it, but it's here.
There you go.
But Mr. Jones, Brother Jones, I appreciate you.
Yes,
I appreciate all of you. Absolutely.
yes. Hopefully it gets a little bit better for you, Erica. I know you've had a rough couple weeks, so you're in my thoughts. How's the feature gonna leave before the show's over? That's just ridiculous. But anyway, Wits has his show starting at 9 o'clock. So if you're still in the poetry mood, hop on over there. And
Hey,
get
do you have that? Do you have that link to put in the
I
chat?
don't have I don't have the link.
Okay.
It wasn't sent to me today. I don't even know if he's. You might
I
want.
didn't think I didn't think he was doing it because I figured everybody is cooking tonight.
Oh,
So I didn't even know.
yeah,
I
maybe.
didn't get anything from him today. Him and normally Nemo is his backup. He'll send me
Yeah,
something.
Nemo normally sends it to me. Nemo didn't send me anything, so oh well, that might be the case. But if there isn't one, then I hope you guys have a good holiday. Um, or just spend time with your family or whoever you can. Even if it's yourself, make sure you still do things for you. Take the self-care, take the time for some self-care and some self-love.
I appreciate that. Hugs to you, girl. Thank you.
Thank you. I will be all right. I hate this time of year, but I have a coworker that invited me over, so I'm gonna make some mac and cheese and head over there. So it'll be
When
the
I think
common
when I
three.
think about the premise of what this holiday was supposed to be about, but then I'm learning the truth as I'm around you guys. I don't think about it so much.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've never been big on holidays. I was raised a Jehovah Witness. So like the meaning behind the holidays, I never really cared too much about. But the spending the time with the family and being around the people you love, that's important. Regardless of the genocide and the bullshit America did. It's good to spend time with family. 'Cause we ain't gonna be here forever, right? But yep. I'm gonna let you guys go. You have a great night, and don't burn the house down. Save me a plate if you want to send it in the mail. I think you can do that. DoorDash it to me or something. I don't know. All right. Good night, y'all.